Today, starting a business has become easier than ever. But still, most startups fail. Why? Because they spend too much time, money, and energy building something people don't even want. Eric Ries, in his book, The Lean Startup, gives us a smarter way. He says, don't waste years making a perfect product. Instead, test fast, learn fast, and grow fast. The word lean means simple, flexible, and efficient. Just like lean food keeps you healthy, a lean startup keeps your business strong and free from waste. This book teaches us how to build a startup step by step by experimenting, learning from customers, and improving quickly. So, the lean startup is not about luck. It is about using a system that helps you save time, save money, and increase your chance of success.
Lesson 1. Build, Measure, Learn Cycle. Eric Ries says every startup should follow one simple loop. Build, measure, learn. First step is build. Don't wait for years to create a perfect product. Just make a small, basic version, something that can show your idea. This is called an MVP, minimum viable product. Second step is measure. Show this MVP to customers. Watch their reaction. Do they like it? Do they use it? Are they ready to pay for it? Collect the real feedback, not guesses. Third step is learn. From the feedback, decide what to do next. Should you improve the product? Should you change direction completely? Or should you grow bigger? This cycle, build, measure, learn, keeps repeating again and again. It saves time, it saves money, and it tells you clearly what customers want. This is the heart of the lean startup. Don't build blindly. Test, measure, and learn. That's how successful companies are born.
Lesson 2. Minimum Viable Product, MVP. Most startups make a big mistake. They spend months or even years creating a perfect product before showing it to customers. Then, one day, they launch it and people don't even want it. Eric Ries says, don't do this. Instead, make a minimum viable product, MVP. MVP means the simplest version of your product that can be tested with real people. It is not perfect, not fancy, not full of features. It is just enough to check one thing. Do customers really care about your idea? For example, before building a big online store, you can just make a simple website and see if people click buy. Before making a full app, you can create a basic demo to check if people are interested. The goal of MVP is to save time, save money, and get quick feedback. Remember this rule. Don't wait to be perfect. Start small, test fast, and then improve. That is the power of MVP.
Lesson 3. Validated Learning. In normal business, people think success means big profits and big sales. But in startups, success means something else first, learning. Eric Ries says, a startup is not just about making a product. It is about learning what customers really want. This learning must be validated, proven with real facts, not just guesses. For example, instead of saying, I think people will love my app, you test it. You release a small version, measure customer behavior, and then check. Did they actually use it? Did they pay for it? Did they come back? If customers show real action, that is validated learning. If they don't, you know your idea needs change. So remember, in a startup, every experiment should answer one question. Am I learning the truth about my customer? Profits will come later, but first comes validated learning. That is the foundation of building a successful startup.
Lesson 4. Pivot or persevere. In startup life,
One big question always comes. Should we continue the same way, or should we change direction? Eric Ries calls this decision pivot or persevere. Persevere means keep going because your idea is working. Customers are happy, sales are improving, and your learning is positive. Pivot means change direction because your idea is not working. Maybe customers are not interested, or they don't want your product the way you imagined. A pivot is not failure. It is wisdom. It means you use your learning and try a new path. Many big companies today became successful because they pivoted at the right time. For example, Instagram first started as a check-in app, but people only loved the photo sharing part, so they pivoted and focused only on photos. That pivot made them a billion-dollar company. So in your startup, keep checking your progress. If it works, persevere. If not, don't waste years. Pivot fast. That is how lean startups grow.
Lesson 5. Innovation Accounting. In normal business, we measure success with profit and revenue. But in a startup, these numbers take time. In the beginning, you may not have big sales. So how do you measure progress? Eric Ries gives us a new system, innovation accounting. Step 1. Start with a baseline. Launch your minimum viable product, MVP, and see how customers react. Example, how many sign up? How many come back? How many pay? Step 2. Tune the engine. Make changes based on learning. Improve features. Test new offers. Experiment with design. The goal is to move the numbers in the right direction. Step 3. Decide pivot or persevere. If numbers improve, continue. If not, change direction. Innovation accounting keeps you honest. Instead of saying, "We are working hard," you ask, "Are we really learning what customers want?" It is not about fake progress, like big offices or big teams. It is about real progress, customer growth, retention, and value. That's how startups know if they are on the right path.
Lesson 6. Continuous deployment and testing. In traditional business, companies take months or even years to launch a new product. They build everything first, then release it. But in startups, time is very important. You cannot wait so long. That is why Eric Ries teaches the method of continuous deployment and testing. Continuous deployment means instead of waiting, you launch small updates very quickly, sometimes daily, weekly, or even many times in a single day. Testing means every change is tested with real customers. You check how people react, what they like, what they don't like. This system saves time and money. You don't waste years building something nobody wants. You keep learning every day. For example, Facebook and Amazon constantly test small changes, a new button, a new design, a new feature. If customers like it, they keep it. If not, they remove it quickly. So remember, don't wait for perfection. Keep improving step by step. Launch fast, test fast, learn fast.
Lesson 7. The Power of Small Experiments. In business, many people think big plans and big launches are the only way to succeed. But Eric Ries explains that real progress comes from small experiments. A small experiment means testing one idea in a simple and low-cost way. If it works, you continue. If it fails, you stop without wasting too much money or time. For example, instead of opening 10 big stores, test with one small shop. Instead of spending lakhs on an app, first test with a basic website or demo. Each small experiment gives you clear learning. Slowly, you build confidence and proof that your idea works. This is the opposite of guesswork. Instead of saying, "I think customers will like this," you test and know for sure. So the secret is take small steps, learn quickly, and grow steadily. That is the safe and smart way to build a startup.
The lean startup teaches us that success in business is not about luck or only about big ideas. It is about being smart and practical. Build small, test fast, learn quickly. Don't waste money on things customers don't want. Use experiments to find the truth about your idea. Be ready to change direction if needed. A smart entrepreneur does not just dream. He takes action step by step, learns from real feedback, and grows with confidence. This way, even if the path is tough, you don't lose everything. You reduce risk, save time, and increase your chances of success. So, remember, a startup is not a gamble. It is a learning journey. The faster you learn, the stronger you grow.